Good morning, class. My name is Arzola. I'm an alumni from STCC Digital Media Department. Big shout outs to Professor Wakeling, and Loquito, Seth Luciano, and Jay Gerard, Josh, famous Josh. This is the digital broadcasting class, and I've been doing the summer show. And we have a couple of things, and maybe I did this. We're making this video to see if we could help you out on understanding how to record and how to, get it going. First of all, I'm going to introduce you to, the microphone, the setup area. We have moved this microphone here. If you focus on this area, this is what you are going to have your mixing board, where you are going to be controlling the microphones. However, I don't know how professor is going to have this by this semester when you start. So we are using this unit, which is called the module. The module is your how do you say that, Mr. Loquito? It's not a transducer. What is the interface? Your interface for the computer. And here, the microphones are connected. I'm going to give you a breakdown so that way when you come to record and you have your guest, you know what's going on. Your microphone, it'll be the host. All right. If you don't have an engineer, which probably you might have one, but if you don't, channel 4, channel 1, channel 3. There's 3 microphones. You put your guests here, you sit here. As you know, you're going to be using Logic Pro. In this computer, we have Logic 8. We are going to open a new program here. I'm working on something right now. We're going to minimize it. We're going to File. As you see, follow the arrow there. Go to File, go to New. It's asking me if I want to close the project that I'm working on right now. I don't want to close it because I want to get back to it, so I'm going to don't close. So empty project. Okay, you're going to click on empty project, usually on the picture. You see how that number it gives you, usually start with 5 tracks. Okay, 5 tracks gives you enough to start putting things in. So you just leave it as it is. You see output 1 and 2, create, blah, 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 blah. You press enter, boom, voila. They come in. Now you're going to choose to, when you record, you're going to have the guest. And so let's do the host. You mark it. Put the name, host. Press enter. Let's mark the second one. You click on it, double click. You put guest. And this is the tricky part. This is when you want audio and you want to make sure, to do the test for the microphone. What you're going to do is that you are going to go to Window. In Window, you are going to open the mixer window because you need to know what your volumes are. You see this window here. All right. You're going to host, and now we need to, as you see, probably Professor Nabit showed you. You're supposed to be graduated from Professor Nabit's class, Audio 1 and 2. You see here in input and output, right? The microphones are connected differently, separated. So you need to press, keep holding. It's left. You left click it, keep holding on it. Go to input. You see how it stays gray, and you look for your input. It's input 1, so it'll stay on that. So input 1. Now, this was the host. So it's input 4. So let's do that again, right? We go to input. It's input 4. Now it's on 4. Now you go here to the main board and you click on guest. As you notice, the mixer goes in the back, but you go click on it again, and now you selected that, but go to the main board, because if you do it in the mixer, it won't when you change the channels, the whole thing will change. Now, we are not going to do anything here because input 1 is the guest. Okay, but just for you to see, we left clicked, we went to the gray, input 1, input 1. Now, in order for you to hear if you are getting a signal, you need to arm the track. So you go to the R's. Okay, it's asking me. You see how, because would you just open a new file? This right here is telling you save it. Okay, so we are going to put practice. Okay, hold on. What did I just do? Okay, you click on the title, whatever it is. It was asking to save it, so you will put practice. All right, and you usually choose where you're gonna keep it. So what are we going to do is, we are going to the desktop, and because I'm in summer, we are gonna do it in the summer. Probably Professor Wakeling is going to have a file for you guys. So practice, you press save. Now you're ready to record. As you can see, I arm track 4, and if we want to focus there, Mr. Loquito, right here you see the volumes. I'm talking and the microphone is picking it up. Now let's focus on the Motu, because you are going to control the Motu is the control of the microphones. And and this one right here, I call it the rolls, This is the headphones. This is the volume for the headphones. So headphone 1 will be yours. You follow it. This is actually headphone 2. Headphone 1 will be the headphone that goes over there. It's usually that one on microphone 1. By the time you hear, probably Josh is going to have a different setup. So you need to make sure that you communicate with Josh and you communicate with Professor Wakeling to know what is the setup in the room. However, so far as a summer, this is what's going on. I don't know why all this got highlighted. I don't know what happened here. But we are going to try to no plug in there. Get it back to the way it was. I don't really know what's going on there, but alright, we press record there to arm that track too. I don't understand why we got 2 windows now. This is lovely, this video. Oh, because I have another project. Yes, I forgot about that. You have to remember that when you do another project, there's some things that stay. Alright, so we're going to take out the plugin. Boop. All you're doing every time you just want to select something, you just left click it, keep touching it, stay on it, no plugin. You see, it's out. So we don't have no plugin. After you check input 4, it's you. The output that will be, in the Motu. Oh, another very important thing that I didn't touch. When you start the computer, you have to go to settings. Okay? You press settings, preference, and you click there, and you have to go to sound. And in sound, it's going to tell you see the Motu there? You have to click the Motu in both, in output and in input. If you don't do that, you won't get no signal. You see how Motu right now is getting the signal? Yeah, 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 I love it in STCC. Alright, so we're going to take that window out, and we're back at the project. So far, this is the basics for that. I want to thank Loquito for recording this. I will have probably some paperwork. We need to talk about how when you do your interviews and how to schedule those interviews, because you need to get people. Probably Professor Wakeling is going to cover that. So far, I hope that this is helpful for you. And we'll be back with another video probably. So check this out in Social Cam and Arzola Multimedia on Facebook. I will post it, and you can also check it out in Cuidado Que Pica TV at YouTube. Okie dokie.